Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and we are finally getting to War Rocks. Now, I was turned off of this archetype when I learned they weren't rocks. I was looking at them, I'm like, okay, these could loosely be rocks. They have some like stone weapons and armor and stuff. This looks like a rock. They're not rocks. I thought the theme was going to be rocks all month, but I guess it's not. So we're doing warriors. They're actually warriors, which does give us some specific warrior plays. And we have some synergy with some warriors you wouldn't expect, like Amazoness Swordswoman, as most of them work with just Earth Warriors. The most combo-driven one is Gaktos. He will special summon when you have normal summoned an Earth Warrior type, so it works with any of our warriors that we're able to normal summon, even the ones who aren't 4. You generally want to do it with the ones that are 4, so you can get your XCs. Doesn't sound too consistent with just a few 4s, but thanks to War Rock Mountain, you get to choose who you get. You get to search a War Rock. It does a bunch of other stuff, like special summoning War Rocks and protecting you from battle destruction, things like that. But you're pretty much just using it as a search, to be real. So you search generally your Gaktos, you normal summon anything else. You get to special summon him, you get to XCs, or you have to think wisely. Maybe you don't want to special summon, maybe you just leave them, or maybe you don't want to XCs. You can just leave them for this card, War Rock Dignity. You must control War Rock, that's why maybe you don't rush into an XCs monster. When an opponent's monster activates its effect, negate it, or during the battle phase, you can negate a spell or trap or monster effect. Very strong card. This is what makes the deck viable, so you more focus around that card, and we do here. So you just gotta know when to make the plays and when not. They're also potential floaters. They buff their attacks in little inconsistent ways that aren't really impactful, so I don't want to have to read through all of that. But if an Earth-type warrior battles, this boy gets to add. This boy, if he's destroyed by battle, I think it is, you get to... No, sent from your monster zone to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you get to special summon a level 5 or higher. Pretty much the only way you bring out the ultra rare. I don't think I used the ultra rare once significantly in these replays. It's just a good float for when they can't get over your boys, or they just have to use some sort of removal. I'm using the new Megamorph. What an OG card. Just because I like how it works with Amazoness Swordswoman. It's pretty much always a bonus for her. Interesting little archetype, kind of free-to-play friendly, considering the really good cards like Gaktos and Dignity are rare. You don't really need a bunch of the ultra rare at all, and then these searches are just super rare, so you could get with it. There's a bunch of other level 5s who aren't super important, or her effect. It's a deep archetype, so you're not going to be using everything at all times. Still a bunch of fun though, so hope you guys enjoy. And oh, I almost forgot to talk about the skill draw reserves. You could use virtually any skill for this. Draw skills, skills that buff warriors, but I'm using draw reserves, which lets you can only use it at the beginning of your first main phase, return 3 cards, and then you get to draw 3 cards the next turn. Surprisingly useful, honestly. When I jumped into it, you'll see it a couple of times in the replays. So I hope you guys enjoy, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing an Akiza. We're going first. She's using a Ouija board and Black Rose. We have Amazoness Swordswoman, no Gaktos, but we can get Gaktos with our Mountain, and there he is. He's pretty much the best one. Normal summon our Swordswoman, special summon Gaktos. That's a pretty good first turn play. Not the best we could do with this kind of hand, but pretty good. He's going Spell of Roses, so he is full Black Rose. He's going to bring out a Rocks Rose. He's got a Bossel Shoot. That's one Bossel Shoot. Uses it to special summon the White Rose. That's going to be a Black Rose Dragon. Now remember, most of the War Rocks will float a higher War Rock when they're destroyed by card effects. So this is actually going to help us float out a much bigger monster. Even with the other Bossel Shoot he set in the back to bring back his Black Rose, we're gonna hit him with a better combo and bring out our biggest big boy. Meteor Dragon. Cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. Pretty good. When an attack is declared involving this card and an opponent's monster, you can negate the opponent's monster's effects this turn. That's what he does here. And destroys that. for Tia, when when an Earth monster, is it Earth or is it Warrock? No, it's Warrock. So when a Warrock monster attacks, you get to search a Warrock card. Now we negated its effect, didn't really need to. Now he made them gain the 200, but he will make him gain per monster in the graveyard, so he gets up to 2100. Just another 200 they get to keep until the end of the next turn. It's not permanent. Now he's using the skill twice. Konami made the skill even better, so this is a serious deck. He's got a Carrot Way champion, he's gonna Econ take our Meteor Dragon, plays a level 3 Rose Girl, plays the Carrot Way champion, uses our own monster to synchro, doesn't even attack us with our own monster, destroys for Tia, hits us with the Carrot Way, but as you can see, we already have an out. We've already beat this boy. We've beat this boy 2 ways. I'm gonna beat him by bringing out not those big guns, the big guns in Excalibur. Let's say we didn't have this combo waiting, we top deck this Megamorph. Boom! We have Mammon, he's 2k, Megamorph when your life points are lower than your opponent's, which mine are, it would double his original attack, we would be 4k, and he would be ended by this 2-card combo. Instead, we're going to use this 2-card combo you're much more likely to have in the Excalibur and finish him off, but keep in mind this combo could have finished him off too, so great stuff there. Alright, here we are facing a Kaiba going second. So let's see what we got. We got a Monster Reborn, we got a Dignity, we got a Warrock Mountain. So just think of that as a search. Dignity as a Negate. You know what Monster Reborn does, and then we have a monster. So he's throwing the whole kitchen sink at us. He's got a Sage into the Alternative Eyes, giving him a little cutscene. He's going to be a MVP this match, believe it or not. Here he comes. He's going to do the Synchro into the Spirit Dragon, Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. Ends his turn. We can take that. We got to get a monster on the field immediately, so it's good we top deck Goktos so he doesn't bounce away too quick. And now we have him. With Dignity, we just can't set it. So we're going to Warrock Mountain. Search another Goktos. Now we're going to Monster Reborn his alternative. That's going to cause him to use his effect. We didn't even have to use our effect. We get to chain the Dignity to the Spirit Dragon. He's done for. We didn't even use the Alternative Eyes, so he's able to swing. We don't have to do an Xyz. And we finish the duel nice and quick over a very hard monster to get over. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a little Yugi. We're going first. Generally, won't use the skill all too often. First, what happened? We have a Rock Dignity, and we can bring out Orpus. Now, Orpus does a bunch of goofy stuff. It's mostly when you're battling, like most of them. It's after damage calculation, you send one to the graveyard. Really not that useful at all for any of the monsters. So here we use Dignity to stop a Silver Gadget. He's Gandora, so he's starting to fill that graveyard with the skills. We got a Goktos following our Swordswoman, so that's going to be an Xyz of Malevolent Sin. This way he doesn't get the Silver Float. But he's got a White Princess, which will lower us from lethal, but it's not a huge deal. He's going to, like I said, mill to the graveyard. We just mill my mud. We don't really need him. And you gain a little in the end phase, but not really a huge effect. He gets his Silver Gadget back from our Malevolent Sin. There's the red gadget, searching the yellow. So it was good it wasn't another double summon like Silver would be capable of. Then we go with Gigant. Probably not the best level 4 Xyz, but he wanted that Kiteroid. He thought the Kiteroid was going to save him. But we're going to make sure the Kiteroid doesn't save him. So he throws a Tackle Crusader. Did that trigger off the skill? That's crazy if he got that Tackle Crusader off the skill. So he just misses lethal. We top deck Warrock. So it's pretty much over. We got a Goktos, Winto. Now it's just what monster we use. We already know he has Kiteroid, so we go to Rebellion Dragon. That's gonna dunk on the Gandora itself. It's not gonna be actual direct attacks. And we finished the duel. Great stuff. Alright, here we are versus Kenjo. Okay, so a handful of monsters. You're gonna see draw reserve. We have a handful of monsters, so draw reserve can work. We're gonna just keep 2 monsters. We keep Winto and Gatos. Winto does some stuff when you're battling. You don't really use her like that all too often. We're gonna threaten lethal with our boy Excalibur. He's gonna break through skill, so it's not quite lethal, it's just 2k. Like using the skill though, as you'll see coming up. He's using some weird monsters, a radish horse and a copy plant to go into a red dragon archfiend. I'm not quite sure how that works, but that is what happens. So he destroys our Excalibur. We get to draw 3 cards. This could be a monster reborn of Winto. Then we can bring out Gatos. We can Rebellion Dragon. Okay, so that's one way to lethal. Just in case he had Kaiba or anything like that. Good job on using the skill there. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a gym. We're going first. Amazona Swordswoman. We have Opus. We're throwing 3 away. And we're keeping the Swordswoman. Check that out. So, I'm not afraid of Jim. I said bring on your worst. He's using Odd Eyes too, so really rewarded my turn. We get a total redraw. We go boom. Now he's gonna hit one there. He's got a Book of Moon, my poor boy. We're gonna rock Dignity. Boom. Hit him for 1500. Now 1900, so he's falling down. Dignity over the Book of Moon. That's why we didn't do an Xyz. We still have another Dignity, obviously, in case he had another back row. So, War Rocks are okay. They're an interesting little archetype. Didn't use the big boss all too often. The best part of them is they go into Xyz, and there's other things that do that a little better. They do have interesting floats. The field spell is pretty good. Dignity is obviously really good, so you should focus around that more than anything, and you'll have a much better time. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.